Hi everyone, EDLD 513. This is Mike Radke. Um, I did my Bright Idea 1 on a company that my charter school in Canton works with called M&M Aftercare. Or I'm sorry, M&M Extra Care. They provide latchkey type services for our school. We partnered with them starting last year after having our first 2 years of being open with a rotating staff that would stay after with kids that weren't picked up on time. As you could imagine, that was not something that we really enjoyed doing um, as waiting on parents. So it was made, the partnership was made in two different ways. One way, it allowed for students that weren't picked up on time to have some place to go, opposed to the teachers having to stay after with them. The second part of that is that M&M Care comes in before school and stays until 6 o'clock with students that are scheduled to be there, as well as those that aren't picked up on time. Um, the cost is very efficient for parents that are seeking an alternative to being able to picking their kid up at 3:15 every day. Um, so the cost is actually less than $20 a day, which for those of you parents out there definitely understand that that's a pretty cost efficient way of going about things. Many of the other aftercare service providers around us charge somewhere around $35, and that's just for after school services. It takes a lot of pressure off of us staff, in terms of us not having to stay late and not knowing about it. Um, it's also a community-based company, so they're based out of Canton, and they were started up by some people who wanted to provide a service at the NHA school that their kids actually went to. They offer educational programs for the kids. They do art projects. They do a couple musical performances and a couple theater performances throughout the course of the year. The structured environment has a high focus on finishing homework or working on projects and things like that in their free time as well. The program, they provide snacks and meals for students. On in-service days, they provide a breakfast and a lunch. And on any other regular day, they provide breakfast for kids that come in the morning and a snack for students that stay after school. It's very convenient for parents since it's located within our school building itself. There's no hassle of driving someplace else to pick your children up. The directors also provide feedback to the employees so that they can learn and grow, much like the teachers in our building. I know that 3 or 4 of the employees at my school itself are looking forward to progressing through the educational process. One is currently a student at EMU, okay, and there are 2 others that just graduated from high school this past year that are working in the summer program to see if that's something that they would want to do and get some service hours as well. When talking with Miss Susan, who's the director at my school, she was able to inform me that there are 2 more buildings in our NHA company that are taking on M&M Care within the Canton area. And they're looking to expand to 2 or 3 more in the next coming school year as well. The service is great, and all the teachers, parents, and students really like the company that we work with, our Extra Care. It's interesting not having it already set in, much like it was when I was in school at a public sector. It's slightly different, but I think they provide an even better educational aspect of everything. So that's my big idea. See you soon. Bye.